The tariffs will inevitably be in effect this year, with 10% tariffs on goods imported from China and 25% from Canada and Mexico. Let's go over some things that you can do to offset these costs. So the next part is adding some value to your product offering. So consider adding some extra value to your product. For example, if you sell a yoga mat or a headset, you can add a bag to your product to enable the product to be portable. And these small addition of value are not particularly expensive, but can potentially justify your increase in price more or greater than the cost of the tariffs. The last thing you can do is changing your harmonized tariff schedule code, aka HTS code. You can potentially change your code to a category that has a lower base tariff. Now, this is very complicated and you need to get a dedicated expert advice, but it's potentially possible if your product can fall into multiple categories. Or you can potentially change the category if you make sufficient modifications to the product to enable a different category to take in effect. And lastly, you can do a combination of the above strategies. You can increase of the product by not the full tariff increase and eat the rest. So for example, if the tariff on your product is 10%, you can increase your price by 5%, but then eat up the last 5% from your profit margin. Obviously, your profit margin still takes an impact, but far less. Or you can potentially add some value, also negotiate a lower price with your supplier, and then you can work out the numbers and see if at the end of the day, you're saving some profit margin or taking less of a hit in your profit margin than the tariffs would do alone.